I got lost in a forest, and every time I tried to leave, I ended up back in the same place. This happened to me about 2 years ago, when I went to a forest area for a short solo trip. Nothing serious was supposed to happen. I just wanted to walk for a few hours and head back before sunset. At first, everything felt normal. The trail was clear, the weather was fine, and I actually felt peaceful being away from the city. But after about an hour, something started to feel off. The trees looked too similar. Not just similar, like I had already seen them before. I thought I was just overthinking it, so I changed direction and kept walking faster. But a few minutes later, I saw the same broken tree again, the same rock, the same shape of the ground. That's when a strange feeling hit my stomach. I told myself, no, that's impossible. You're just walking in circles. So I changed direction again. This time, I was sure I was going the right way. But again, after maybe 15 minutes, I ended up in the exact same spot. It wasn't a coincidence anymore. Everything was repeating itself, like the forest was resetting me back to the same point. I pulled out my phone. No signal. That's when I started to feel real concern. I tried using the sun for direction, but the trees blocked most of it. To make sure I wasn't imagining things, I started marking trees, scratching lines into bark, moving small stones. But every time I walked further and came back, the marks were either gone or they were somewhere else. That's when I realized something wasn't right. And then it started. The sound. At first it was faint, like footsteps between the trees. Whenever I stopped to listen, it would disappear. But the moment I started walking again, it came back. I was supposed to be alone, but it didn't feel like it. Hours passed, the light was fading, and I was still trapped in the same loop. Every path I took led me right back to the same place, until I noticed something different, a narrow path that I swear wasn't there before. It was between the trees, like it had just opened. It made no sense, but I was too exhausted to question it, so I followed it. For the first few minutes, everything felt quiet, almost like I was finally getting out. But then, the air felt heavier, the footsteps got closer, and when I turned around, the path behind me was gone, just trees, a solid wall of silence. That's when I understood something. I wasn't just lost, I was being kept there, and the deeper I went, the more the forest pushed back. And in that moment, I realized this forest wasn't going to let me leave on my own. This started the same night I got out of the forest. At least, I thought I got out. I told myself it was just a bad experience, a weird moment of panic and getting lost, nothing more. But that night, when I finally fell asleep, something changed. I dreamed of the forest again. At first it felt normal, just a dream. Trees, silence, darkness. But then it started feeling too real. I could feel the ground under my feet, the cold air, even the weight of my own body moving through the trees. And every time I woke up, I was still there. Same forest, same silence, same feeling of being watched. I kept telling myself I was just dreaming and waking up again, until one night, I woke up and saw dirt on my hands, real dirt. That's when I knew something was wrong, because I hadn't been outside my room, but every time I slept, it kept happening again. I would fall asleep in my bed and wake up back in the forest, and every time it felt worse. The forest was darker, the air heavier, the silence closer, like something was learning me, something waiting, and I started noticing something else. Footsteps, not far away anymore, closer each time I woke up. until the last time. I opened my eyes and saw something standing between the trees. It wasn't just watching anymore. It was moving toward me, slowly, and in that moment, I woke up again. But this time, I wasn't in my bed.